Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play Crash Twinsanity. Without further ado, we're going to start a new game. This game has auto-saving features on it, so we're going to create a save file, but we're going to be turning off the autosave just in case I screw up in places here or there, because there are certain places that I will be screwing up, ladies and gentlemen. That is definitely that. So let's create our save data first, which can take a while, unfortunately, since I am playing the PlayStation 2 version of the game. And right now, we are going to use slot number 1. So, let's save our data, and let's get started into our adventure.
I'm gonna get ya! Come here.
Sleep, my insipid angel.
Crash! Crash! Where are you, big brother? There's something weird going on in the bay. Come see!
I don't know about you guys, but based on this first scene alone, I have hope. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're finally here. Welcome to Crash Twinsanity, where we introduced ourselves with a chicken committing suicide. How sad. But look, it's Aku Aku. Care to explain what you're for?
It is I, Aku Aku. My duty is to protect you. You may summon me by breaking open these crates. Call me thrice, and I shall grant you special powers.
And what are those special powers? Well, it's the same as all Aku Aku Mask's special powers. Pretty much, we gain somewhat invulnerability. What do I mean by that? Well, there's a few things that weren't exactly programmed correctly for this game. For example, Nitro crates. You cannot touch them at all anymore, even if you have an Aku Aku mask with you. The moment you touch one, you're dead. Same goes with the explosion radius of a TNT crate. They changed that for some reason. I have a feeling that that wasn't supposed to happen, but due to rush development, you know, not everything could be worked out for the kinks. So what we're going to do instead is lure these chickens to their deaths to break all these nitro crates. You could also spin the chickens. So to get into the controls right now, you use the left analog stick to move around. The right analog stick controls the camera. You can hit the X button to jump. You can hit it twice to double jump, so we don't need to get a power to double jump. We have that naturally now. Hit the square button, you will do a spin. Hit the triangle button, you will get your HUD out, which you can see our Wumpa Fruits and Lives, which have decided to go for a hand-drawn sprite animation, which really suits this game. I'm not gonna lie, I love the art style of this game, along with the music, which is fully a cappella, of all things. That's an interesting choice. Not many games really go for an a cappella for their entire soundtrack. If you're wondering what an a cappella is, it's basically you are the instrument. You get a bunch of sounds, mix them together, and in the end, you'll end up, you know, getting everything to sound like actual music. And that's where we can thank good old Spiral Mouth for, who are the composers for this entire track. So, what we had to do was we had to kill all those chickens to get right here, but now we can get back into the controls. If you hit the circle button, you will do a slide. Jump in the air, hit the circle button, you will do a belly flop. You already have the super belly flop already naturally, so yay! I finally naturally have my abilities that I seem to have had to reacquire inside of Wrath of Cortex for some odd reason. Now, one thing that actually was cut from this game is the high jump, which it used to be if you hit the crouch button, which is the circle button, and hit the X button, you would do a high jump. That has been removed for this game, however, while I do miss it, I don't think it's entirely needed in this game. The platforming is solid enough to where you can easily get through things. And I already have to compliment how this game looks. You know, for a 2004 game, this on the PlayStation 2, this looks pretty good. I wish that it could have been inside of progressive scan, but that is exclusive to the Xbox version of this game. The PlayStation 2 is stuck in 480i, but it runs at a smooth 60 frames per second, so that's a good little trade-off. I'm unsure if the Xbox version runs in 60 frames. I'm pretty sure it will. But let's go up right here so we can just build up a bunch of lives right at the bat. So, welcome to our first little hub of the game, which is Twinsanity Island, or as we always love to call it. I believe we're currently on Twinsanity Beach. Nope, I guess it's just going all around saying it's Twinsanity Island. What am I doing? There's another gem that's over this way. Now, gems are handled if you hit the start button. You can bring up the menu. You can see that we have 3 different collectibles on the left. We have our Wumpa Fruits, our Total Lives, and Crystals. Yep, Crystals are going to make their return. But on the right, we have our gems, which indicate how many there are. There are 6 inside each stage. All of them will be colored the same. So clear gems are pretty much gone now. Pretty much we're just getting Chaos Emeralds. We can't turn super because there are only 6. Oh, darn. But go over here, and we can grab ourselves our second gem up over this way. I just really, going back into the graphics for this, I just really like how this style looks. It really suits Crash Bandicoot, and it really suits the cartoony nature of everything. And that's just really something I wish that would have continued. There was a lot of potential inside of, I think, continuing with a style like this in an open world Crash, but, you know, Vivendi Universal in all their infinite wisdom decided, nope, reboot. Which, I mean, isn't entirely bad, but part of the problem is some things are still canon from this series inside that reboot. So is it a reboot? Is it a reimagining? What's going on? Either way, one other thing that you can do a tutorial for on the beach is ball rolling physics. Pretty much the moment you get near a circular object, you can roll it around easily. I will say this right now, the ball rolling physics inside of this game trump Okami by 1,000 miles. Then again, that is really not that hard to do. So, here we have a cannon right here, so belly flop on top of the red button to fire the cannonball. Or we could just hit it right there and it will launch the cannonball normally, but we want to belly flop them because once we do that, we can break these idol statues that I'm pretty sure the tribal people on the island would really hate. Okay, that's odd. Normally... Alright, let's try that again. I guess it's because I technically didn't do a double jump when belly flopping. Which, you have a lot of control with belly flopping in this game, so I have to compliment this game on that. Feels like I have a lot more control when compared to other Crash Bandicoots, where I could just double jump and then go into a belly flop. And the belly flop is actually used. I know that in many other cases, the only use of the belly flop was to basically break certain crates. And it's still used in this game for that. However, in this game, you can use the belly flop for other things such as getting the cannonballs. But let's go and see what our sister wants. The developers had fun with this game. I could see this just from this intro alone, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope that you can too. So, let's continue to follow her, and what we're going to do is, you go right here, we'll enter our first level, Jungle Bungle. And, before we continue, we need to move this. Uh-oh, I already touched it. That's not good. There we go. Managed to do it. Don't care that I got hit. So, the reason why I did that was because there is a yellow gem on top of this. You can use 2 things to get to it. I usually use this haystack since it's closer. It's easier to use that barrel over there, but I mean, this haystack's right here. I might as well already use it. Unfortunately, Crash can't grab ledges. That's my one major complaint. If Crash could grab ledges, then I think a lot of the harder platforming sections in the game would be a lot easier. But there we go. Grab that gold gem right there and say goodbye to Crash's house, which is sad that we can't go inside it. I really wish that we could have gone inside Crash's house just to see how it would be. But alas. Anyway, what's this little thing right here? This is an autosave crate. So pretty much what it does is it forces you to autosave. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable the autosaves because I do not like them.
Come on, follow me, Crash. Stay close and do what I do.
Dang, sis, I didn't realize you could spin just like me. I guess we really are related. Yeah, I know, you're giving me tutorials on how to do things such as jump, except You just jumped over this. I don't need to double jump. I already know how. I already went over the controls except for, you know, the long jump, which is still the same. Hit the circle button and then hit the X, and then you'll do a long jump, which helps out. Right, now let us get these crates. I also have to compliment how the crates look. This seems so odd for me to compliment how crates look inside a game, but they actually look pretty good.
It's easy!
All too easy.
Oh, what happened to your voice there, sis? You kind of sound like a man. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were in a disguise. So, go right over here and we can get ourselves 2 of the gems for Jungle Bungle, which there is one bad aspect I will say for this game. It is that backtracking can be a little bit more of a pain since the warp rooms are gone now. Now that we don't have warp rooms, what I'm going to be going for is I'm going to be trying to go for all of the gems my first try. Because you are able to get all the gems, you just need to know where they are and how exactly to obtain them. And that's why I have a practice file that is going on right now, just like how I do for Crash 1. How appropriate, I'm doing what I considered to be the last Crash Bandicoot game on my channel. Nope. I drowned. Well, there's my first death. But here comes the problem.
Come on, follow me, Crash! Stay close and do what I do!
When you die, this game does not really checkpoint. There are checkpoint boxes in this game, but there's not that many. So I'm going to cut back to where we were beforehand because we're going to have to listen to all these tutorials again. All right, so I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. So let us continue with this again. Pretty much what we're going to be doing is we're going to be breaking all these tiki heads, which I'm pretty sure the tribal people do not like. And again, I'm pretty sure at this point the tribal people on Insanity Island just hate the Bandicoots in general. Which begs the question, where's Crunch? He came with us, you know, last time after the end of Wrath of Cortex. Oh, no worries. I'm sure he's around here somewhere. But let us go and continue on, this time not dying like an idiot. Then again, I am Crash Bandicoot. It is in my skills of being an idiot. I mean, just look at the whole plot of Crash Bandicoot 2. That's the justification for helping Cortex. I'm an idiot. And I'm damn proud of it. So now let us put the last bomb inside the last mouth. And let's go and get ourselves some gems, shall we? Or, I'm sorry, the Chaos Emerald. Sonic wasn't borrowing them at this point. Actually, no, 2004 Sonic Heroes actually would have been out right now. In fact, it would have come out the same year. Maybe that's why Universal, or my mistake, Vivendi, wanted to compete with games such as that. Which begs the question, some people have wondered why there was never a GameCube version of it. It was planned in the early development stages, but it was canned very quickly, so I can assume part of it is either due to the disc size costs, since they'd have to get 2 of them, or possibly that the GameCube wasn't as viable, because even at the time, I believe the original Xbox was still outselling the Nintendo GameCube, and there really wasn't a point that Universal Interactive saw in putting another Crash Bandicoot game on the GameCube. Also, since Wrath of Cortex didn't sell too well, actually. In fact, I believe the PlayStation 2 is the best console to which the game sold on. Bye. Die. Well then. That's, interesting cave painting.
It's true. Blondes do have more fun.
I don't get it, sis. I mean, you've always been a blonde. But what we do right here is go right here. This gem, I think, is probably the easiest one to miss out of a lot of the gems within the game, is that green one right there. Because if you don't know it's there, then you're kind of, you know, in trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce right there, move away. Watch the explosions. Good news! These things can't crush you. But what we will be doing is we will be going up here so that we can get ourselves the red gem. I really love this concept right here. I mean, I don't see Crash Bandicoot doing something like this that often. Right? And let us, there we go. That takes care of all of those. So now we need to get that blue gem that's taunting me ever so. To body slam the worms. To move them. Right, so that's the blue gem. And I believe that should make all of them. So that yellow gem at the beginning was part of Jungle Bungle. So make sure that you understand that. And one thing I should have mentioned about that one. If you end up losing that bomb by touching it and starting to activate it, and you don't get it into the tiki mouth, you're gonna have to kill yourself in order to get the bomb to spawn back. You can't bring the bomb from the beach onto there because there's an invisible wall, and I cry foul at that. I really do. They should have had a way that the bomb respawns, but that's just me. Alright, so let us explode all the Nitro crates and die.
I'm okay. The spikes broke my fall.
Oh, good, because I thought you were hurt for a second. All right, so let's continue on. Remember, Nitro crates will kill you no matter what, even if you have an Aku Aku mask, which, again, I still think that was probably they just didn't program that incorrectly, because it seems odd to do that, to make them, you know, kill you.
Hey! Yeah, you! I've been doing this for 10 stinking years. Back and forward, and I'm sick of it. Well, I'm not gonna do it no more.
All right, now this gets into something that I actually find interesting. He said he's been doing this for 10 years. Well, at the release date of this game, based on Crash Bandicoot 1, where the skunks showed up, it's only been 8. My theory is this game was supposed to be in development and be released for 2006 to celebrate Crash Bandicoot's 10th anniversary, but was rushed forward due to Vivendi Universal being, you know, Vivendi Universal. And as a result, the anniversary game ended up getting released early. Because just thinking about this game with its full development on what it could have been is something that I just love. Just like how I love that. So, that takes care of Jungle Bungle, ladies and gentlemen. So, autosave crate right here, but what's our sister doing?
Surprised to see me, Crash? Like the fleas in your fur, I keep coming back. 3 years I spent alone in the frozen Antarctic wastes. And I missed you. And so I've organized a little gathering, like a birthday party, except the exact opposite. And look, all of your friends are here. You are so very popular. Let's start handing out the presents.
What the hell happened to Koala Kong? It looks like a roided out Mickey Mouse. It's kind of scary. Oh, but gasp! It was Cortex the whole time! I had no idea! Also, I love Cortex's sprite. Just that hand-drawn mad scientist looking like a bedraggled homeless guy.
This is from Tiny. This is from Dingodile. Ripperoo, you shouldn't have. Pinstripe, how thoughtful. Oh dear, 2 of the same. But don't worry, I kept the receipt.
Oh, you kept the receipt? Oh, that's perfect. Great.
Here's one gift you can return.
Yeah, you sent me this before. I don't want it. Well, thought that was gonna work. All right, so more bombs as presents. Just gonna keep waiting right here. Oh, great. Can't wait right here anymore. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Never mind. Cortex is an idiot, too. You know, you could have just been firing like how you did the last 2 times. But no, you're gonna just give me a present. Don't worry, the spikes broke your fall.
Meet your brand new, hydraulically operated, twin brother, Mecha-Bandicoot. Or was I?
Dr. Cortex, you are magnificent.
Of course I was, you fool. Initiate missile attack.
Already beginning of the game and we've already got our engine boss? Oh, that's pretty fast. Ew, he spits at me. Or is that snot? It's green. Oh god, it's snot. And nice chainsaw arm. I'm not gonna lie, I like Mecha-Bandicoot's design. Right. So that gets rid of the chainsaw. So now we just gotta deal with the missiles, which Engine seems to have an infinite supply of. I have no idea where he gets all these missiles. Right, that takes care of the missile launcher. Ew. If it didn't work before, what makes you think charging it will work? I'm surrounded by idiots.
Lunch?